Well, thanks, Frosty. Yeah, we're about as ready as we can be, I think, maybe a little.
I mean, we've got some hype for 300. I just noticed we had 300.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty cool.
Anyway, tech ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, yeah, I guess we should just start off with why we switched into this, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Probably. So I've been a dum-dum, and, you know, we have a rule that says don't be a dum-dum, but I decided to be a dum-dum anyway. Oh, trainer name. We need trainer name. Don't mash B here, I think. Just mash A so that we get into the trainer screen. Frosty, trainer name?
It is Rival.
Weird trainer name, but sure, let's
Yeah,
go for it.
we'll name our trainer Rival. So, anyway, as I was saying, I decided to be a dum-dum, and I didn't check the disc in my GameCube, which turned out to not... Well, it turned out to be Pokemon, but not quite for this Pokemon in particular. So, yeah, we kind of had to change that on the fly, and thus we ended up with this, which I believe is a pretty cool little Pokemon run. Done 2-player, 1 controller, as if I wasn't going to do that enough today.
Well, it is Sunday. We're not even lying.
No.
That's a new one for me.
So yeah, as with any Pokemon game, the first thing we got to do is get ourselves a Pokemon, because that's pretty cool and all. And we're looking for a very specific one. We're going to go get a Totodile, and that needs to be a very, very specific Totodile.
Yeah, we kind of need some certain stats for this run to even work.
Yeah, so we're looking for a 12 attack, 10 special defense, preferably 10 speed.
And this is the first of, I think, 4 or 5 safety saves.
Yeah, we're going to do a few safety saves along or during the run. Toto name.
It is RDV Pikachu. Lowercase r, lowercase d, lowercase v, capital P, and then all lowercase for the rest.
R...
Oh.
This is gonna be fun because every time we have to reset for a Toto, we have to do this again.
Yep. At least it fits.
It does fit, yeah.
Oh, box naming is going to be so much fun later on.
Just mash, dude. We still need to get through this.
Yeah.
Please be runnable.
Yeah, please. Oh.
Hey, good HP. I will take it.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's.
Let's just say our special is god awful. Like, as bad as it can get.
Yep.
But,
the rest is runnable, so...
The rest is workable, so we're going to just go with it. Special doesn't really matter too much in this run.
Nope.
Attack and defense are much more relevant, as well as speed, so we're mostly going to be looking at that.
That was our very first encounter.
I think we're just going to run, right? So yeah, we're hoping for as few encounters as possible. Every encounter wastes about 9 seconds, which is pretty hefty time loss. And considering we're doing this 2P1C, it's probably closer to 10 or 11 seconds that we lose on every single encounter that we get. We do have to get some additional experience at some point, 25 experience to be precise, which we might be getting through a random encounter, or by killing something in Union Cave, or by hitting a spinner somewhere, which is... Likely, yeah. Definitely a decent chance for that last one to happen.
A lot of hoots today.
Average is 2 on this route, then 2 on the next route, and then 1 on the route back. So 3 is already worse than average.
Yep. Like, the worst that the writer of the notes that I used had was 8 encounters in total, going back and forth.
Yeah, you can get some pretty awful stuff sometimes. I think I've had 7 as my maximum. between both this and the regular glitchless runs. You don't want to see that ever.
Awful. Looking at your first split being Faulkner and then realizing you're like already 2 minutes behind, you're like, nope, not gonna be my run today.
So this is encounter number 5, which is usually the average for both there and back again. So yeah, that says enough about how great this is already going.
Yep.
This run in general, I guess we should explain a little bit. This run in general, as well as a regular Pokemon glitchless run, it's pretty RNG heavy at the start, and this run is basically the first 40 or so minutes of the glitchless run, and then some glitching, and then that's basically it. So...
Oh god, that's already 7.
That's 7. We are well on our way to the maximum we've ever seen, which is 8, which is like if we get the average on the way back.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. So we're now at probably the maximum that I've ever had in terms of random encounters, and we didn't take any extra steps in the grass even, so...
Nope. Our luck has been god-awful.
So yeah, here we meet the professor, or specifically Professor Oak. This guy is giving us a mystery egg. We're never going to hatch it. We'll beat the game before we get a chance to. And even if we would have a chance to, then we still wouldn't because it's slow.
Definitely.
It's faster to drop it off in the box than it is to watch the hatching animation. Yep. So yeah, that says enough, I think.
And then, you know, in this run, the egg may have, you know, the values that we need. That's going to be a fun one. If the egg
oh
is
yeah,
that's
a thing as well. So towards the end, we're going to do some arbitrary code execution in order to glitch us to the final, to the red, basically, to the final boss fight. As well as, at the same time, having no, how do you say, no Pokemon, because of which the fight never actually happens and we just skip the fight.
Oh, we get a phone call from Professor Allen. What
oh yeah, somebody has stolen a Pokemon from the lab, so we're gonna head back there. We're gonna do some investigating, because you know we're
Detective Pikachu, right along.
And that is 8. That is the maximum amount of random. We might get 9 today. If we get 9 today, that's basically pretty much just about a new record as to how many random encounters you've seen in this first part. Okay, we're staying at the maximum. That's pretty darn bad.
Yep, but at least we didn't go over.
We didn't go over the maximum we've pretty much ever seen in a run. Which, considering this is, just for reference, this is just about double what you would normally see.
Yeah, about 4 is average.
4 to 5 is average. So this is literally just about double.
Oh, and if you guys are wondering, we did not even prepare this together.
No,
this was a on-the-fly solution to our problem, and,
yeah,
you know.
We were not expecting to do this 2P1C, but it seems to be working out just fine.
For now.
1 Leer, then Scratch? Yeah. Yeah, let's go. We're also both incredibly rusty, which doesn't help either.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Crap. That was a dropped input, I think.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine.
Didn't matter too much.
Basically, it means we deal slightly less damage at the start, but we should still be fine. Totodile is in a speed tie with his Chikorita, and we basically always have the upper hand here. Because Tackle is just not nearly as good. It has a 5% miss chance against the 100% accuracy of Scratch. We've got Leer to defense drop, whereas he can only drop my attack. So we basically always have a bit of an upper hand here.
And more strats.
So we win the fight. A bit of a slow fight, but we win the fight. Oh god, that time is disgusting.
Oh boy. Why did I check?
Okay, 14, 14, 10, 10, 11. That is pretty good.
Could have been worse.
So 14 attack means we're on the high end of the attack range. 14 defense means we're on the high end of the defense range. The special we already knew was god-awful. That didn't really change much.
Speed is like middle.
Speed is like, yeah, I mean, it's anywhere between 7 and 14. Those numbers aren't going to mean much, but basically every stat has a value between 0 and 15. 0 being worst, 15 being best, which we call DVs. Oh, rival name.
The rival name is going to be Nick, no. So Nick space no.
Okay, we're gonna try to do that. Nick.
And I believe lowercase.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna just do it like this. There we go. It's
How
all
was that?
caps. We're gonna go with all caps.
We're shouting at him.
We're shouting at him. Yeah. Name is the same anyway. We're gonna hand over the egg. But yeah, as I was saying, those stats, they all have a value between 0 and 15, whereas 15 is the best, 0 is the worst. We already know that our special is 0 or 1, so it's really, really bad. This would not be acceptable if this had been a full-on glitchless run where you need a minimum of, I believe, 7 in order to be able to make it work.
Even for this run, they advise you to not go for the lower stats.
No, this is not advisable, but the attack is 10 to 14, so it's really high. Defense is 11 to 15, which is really high. I could be a number or 2 off, by the way. Mashby?
Yeah, we don't need any.
No, we don't need instructions on how to catch Pokemon.
After done double 249s, I
Yeah,
think we know how to catch Pokemon.
We've
by
done
now.
our share of Pokemon catching in the past.
Oh boy.
This is just gonna get worse and worse, isn't it?
Yep.
But let's see. Our speed we know is 7 to 11, which anything above like 5 is fine. I am glad we got a first try runnable, quote unquote runnable Totodile, because this is not great.
I hope at least people are enjoying themselves.
Yeah, this is a train wreck. This would normally have been a reset like 5 times over by now.
Yep.
This is 11 encounters already. I think 11 is like just about what you can expect with bad RNG all the way to to Violet City or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Like it's stupidly bad. We're gonna get another berry. These berries are just safety items. We have good defense, which means we're likely not to need all of them. But it's just nice to have some safeties here and there.
Definitely.
So from here on, the run is identical to glitchless, except we don't need a cut slave.
Yeah, we don't need Centris.
No, we don't need Sentret.
Because, Totodile can do cut.
Yeah, but the run here is basically identical, just about up to the point where we get to just a little bit after the second gym. There is one Pokemon we need to catch along the way.
It's probably the cutest one ever.
Yeah, we kind of want to see a Bellsprout at some point because Bellsprouts are adorable.
Are they as adorable as the Whooper, though?
A Whooper is also adorable. We're also going to get a Whooper, which is also adorable. So we're just going to get a bunch of adorable Pokemon.
And the Sparrow.
Yeah, we're going to get a Sparrow. That too.
That's not an adorable Pokemon.
It's a little bit less adorable. Although, for all of you guys that love Sparrow, I mean, sure.
I'm comparing to the Wooper, and you'll see in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Chris.
But yeah, those are just Pokemon. Like the Bellsprout we only need to see. The Wooper we need to actually catch. And that's just a setup for the glitches later on.
This is all scratches, I believe.
Yeah, we're just going to scratch these 2 pokes. So this trainer's got 2 pokes. Nothing much to it.
I believe this guy has a top tier Rattata, though.
He definitely has a top tier Rattata. It's, we'll see how good it is. We're also going to get to see our level 7 stats, which is going to tell us just a little bit more about how poor or how great our stats are.
Well, by now we can just call them poor. Especially the special, but hey.
I mean, it's really just the special that's bad. The rest seems to be pretty all right. Again, this is a speed tie, so... Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay.
15, 16...
Yeah, so really, really good defense. Attack is pretty good. Like, more than good enough. Speed was 12, which is still average.
So, how are we going to handle the spinners? Are we going to at least try to buffer them?
We're going to try, especially this one, we should try to buffer. We're going to call Mom in the process.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Ashby.
Mom, stop saving our money. Come on, we need it.
Okay, so we're gonna have to wait here because the spinner is looking left, which is not ideal for us, I believe. Actually, no, that's not true, is it?
Wasn't it left down? Oh, no, it was left up. Okay.
Point
Sprout?
taken.
Sprout?
Sprout here would be fantastic. That's what we want to see.
But of course we see a rat.
There is a backup if we don't see it, but we really don't want to go for it.
I generally see a lot of Bellsprouts while trying to get the Whooper.
So yeah, we have options if we don't see it, but ideally we'd like to. So here we're going to get a Bitterberry. It's a one-time use item to cure confusion, which quite convenient for us, considering confusion is kind of annoying.
No Bellsprout yet, but...
That's fine. It doesn't matter that we haven't seen the Bellsprout yet.
I was about to say, we have about a complete route ahead of us.
Okay, equip Berry first. See? With our defense, we don't need to heal up.
We have the best possible defense, I believe.
Yeah, 16 is like so good that at this point we shouldn't need to heal. So the reason we save before this trainer is because this one, if he crits you, it can get very dangerous. He does a lot of damage. It's 6 to 7 damage now per attack. Normally it's 8. So it normally does even more. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Here we go.
We're gonna use you know, Rage. Rage is a fairly good move in Gen 2.
Yeah, Rage is a little bit overpowered. Okay, so here's that critical. We should still be fine because of that berry. This is where the berry just pops and we get that long. Okay, if he doesn't crit, we win. Okay, just mash.
Not crit, please.
Yeah, this is where you get to see exactly how clutch that fight is.
Yeah. But with our defense, we managed to pull through.
Just mash. We know enough of the stats. Potion, equip, Bitterberry. That's fine.
We're catching up a little, though, because...
At least we didn't die on Abe. That's one of 3 fights in this run where we can very easily die, so we're kind of it's kind of good that we skipped that, or we didn't die there at least. The same strat here, we're going to go for Rage. Basically what Rage does is every time we get hit, it doubles in power, which, like, initially it has 10 power, which is really not that much. But after a hit, it becomes 20, still pretty low. Then 40, which is higher than Scratch, I believe, because I believe Scratch is at 30 or 35. And then from there on, it just skyrockets into ridiculous amounts of damage.
And you know, you'll see the true power of the ability, I believe, at Bugsy.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna also use an X attack, so it's gonna be stupidly good. Okay, so Berry?
Yeah, Berry into
the gym. Okay.
With 27 HP, you know, we should be golden unless a few crits happen.
Yeah, multiple crits would need to happen on this fight, and we still have a potion in case emergency, although you really don't want to resort to it.
And we probably will level up after the first poke, so...
Yeah, we level up after the first poke as well, which
another few, you know, HP back.
So again, we start off with a Pidgey, which is actually quite beneficial for us, because it means we can build our Rage on the Pidgey before we were to get into stronger Pokemon. Each tackle doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, and after like a couple turns, it's dead.
And we level up.
We level up, and we now have 22 HP to take care of the second one, which should always go down in 2 hits.
especially if he outspeeds us.
So there we go. This should be an easy kill. So yeah, there you can see, like, he needed 2 criticals on Gust back to back, which is 2
Even
1
have a chance.
Yeah, and that's 2 1 in 16s back to back that he basically needs to get to kill us. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's never happened before, but it's pretty darn unlikely.
Yep. So we obtained our first gym badge.
Yeah, that's 1 badge done. I mean, we're 20 minutes in, so
Well, 7 more to go, I believe.
yeah. And then there's all of Kanto, so there's technically 15 more gym badges.
15 more gym badges, and how much time did we have
We've
left?
got like 40 minutes. That should be doable, right?
Oh boy.
It's kind of like that Viva Pinata run yesterday where, you know, it started off really slow and then it just starts to really speed up in the second half. That's just what this is, right?
Yep.
Oh, we get another call from Elm, who tells us something about that egg that we need to pick up from his assistant. So we're going to do that real quick.
I'm going to be annoying for the tech person because the battery of my headset just died. So, if possible, could anyone quickly replace that one?
She's on it.
Good. In the meantime, I'll just mash. Our only Pokemon gets healed. Great.
Hey, please. Yep.
And then let's talk to this assistant. Let's tell him we'll take the egg, else he's gonna, you know, be annoying and tell us we have to take it and all that
Yeah, so
stuff.
we're going to keep that egg with us. He would like us to actually hatch it and see what happens. I think it's kind of a cool mechanic that they introduced here to introduce you as players to the new mechanic that is hatching eggs and breeding, which wasn't a thing in Gen 1. So it's just a clever way they did that.
Yeah, I have sounds again.
So we're going to come up on another really annoying trainer.
Oh god, that guy.
This next one has actually successfully managed to kill me in the past, although it's incredibly unlikely.
I was about to say, I've never died to this guy.
There's
our Sprout.
There's our Sprout. Yeah, I've died to it once, like way back when, but it is, like, he needs to hit Confusion like 3 times in a row, and then you can die to him. It's stupid.
I was about to say, that's as stupid as it can get.
Yeah,
So
it
what's
is.
gonna be a strat? Scratching or raging?
Scratching.
I figured as much, because we don't have perfect attack.
Yeah, I find scratching just more consistent in general.
It is.
So yeah, the rat here isn't really much of an issue. It never is. The second Pokemon, however, the Zubat, can be an issue, as we'll soon get to see.
Please don't be an issue.
Yeah,
Life is good.
Leech Life is what we would like to see here. That's the best possible outcome. And this is what loses us a Bitter Berry. It's not necessarily a problem, but it's mostly just annoying for now.
Yeah.
It can become a problem if that keeps happening multiple times. Okay, so now all we need to do before we can leave this route is catch ourselves a Wooper. All the way to the left, right?
Yeah, that works. I generally go to the bridge, like to the right here. Works as well. I generally go onto the bridge so you can pick up the super potion like you do in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna skip out on that for now. We still have a potion. We still have a berry. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, should be.
So yeah, this is one of those cases.
Even you know, Mareep is cute as well, but Mareep doesn't work.
No, this is one of those cases where we have to find a Wooper before we can leave this route.
Well, speaking of which, look at how adorable it is.
1 rage, then balls.
I guess. Yeah.
I don't know if it dies from a scratch. I don't remember.
Shouldn't, but
It shouldn't, but yeah, I mean, a crit would, I think. Okay, 1 more ball. If that doesn't do it, 1 more rage. Because a crit of that definitely doesn't kill, because it doesn't build right now.
yeah. we go.
Okay, that's a big thing. We didn't have to wait forever on Wooper. That matters a lot here.
Yep. Helps out a lot.
Okay, so we're going to avoid this guy. There we go. This guy's going to stop us, and we don't care about him.
Well, first of all, I don't have $1 million Poké on me.
No, me neither. Should we save before the spinner? I think we should,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's probably the smart play. Okay to override. Oh,
that is very unfortunate.
Oh man, that's just
so
as
yeah,
bad as
we do still have to get additional experience here, but there's 2 spinners along the way. The second one I don't mind hitting much. The first one can be a bit of a pain.
First one is just annoying because of it having him having an Onyx.
Yeah,
and we don't have Water Gun yet.
No,
so.
we get Water Gun at level 13. We're level 12 right now. So we'll get it at the end of the next fight, which is a bunch of Geodudes that we're just going to rage.
Yep. I believe it's just simply rage.
Ash, please. Oh, by all means, go ahead. We're just going to rage here.
All right, we've got an €11 donation from Luigi Man saying 11 lightning bolts, 11 euros. Keep doing this amazing job you all already doing. Thank you so much, Luigi, for that donation.
So yeah, this is where I can just stretch my my arms a bit, relax, because this is just like a minute and a half of just mashing A. There's nothing more to this fight.
As you can see, we're slightly dealing more damage to the Geodudes. And
yeah,
a fun fact about this fight is, if you have Water Gun, the trainer will send out his strongest Geodude first. If you're only raging, he'll send out his, well...
It's random at that point. Yeah, it's random.
I believe it wasn't.
No, it's actually random. You can get both the level 6 and the level 8. It's, I believe, 1 turn faster on average to get the level 8 out, assuming all of the tackles actually hit. So this is actually the better scenario for us. Saves a few seconds, but you know, at a run like this...
And we'll be level 13.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get level 13 out of this level 6. Shall I get my hand on the controller again? I think we're almost
like
done.
2 rages away.
Yeah, so he hit every single tackle, which is actually ideal for us. We want him to hit everything, because that just means we build up the rage as fast as possible. We still have plenty of heal items, so I don't really have to worry about that. And it just speeds the entire thing up. Usually by only a turn, but if it misses multiple, it can.
Just YOLO. If we would have hit that guy, you know, nothing bad would have happened.
Okay, so if we find a Geodude or Onyx, we need to kill it.
Yep, definitely.
Because we do need that extra experience right about now. We're going to pick up an X attack because X items actually help in happiness. And we need that in order to get the move Return later on. Which...
we're going to need a bunch of X items.
Yeah, okay, we can kill this. Yeah, like I said, we need 25 additional experience because that gives us 1 extra level up, which saves us having to use like 3 X items or something.
Yep.
So, yeah, this is significantly faster than using 3 X items. So there we go. Last trainer. This trainer is actually skippable in Crystal. This entire cave is very different if you do Crystal. Just because of how trainers are located. You can basically skip all of them there.
A little bit of the layout is different as well. Vulpix. Vulpix is a fire Pokemon. Easy kill.
So we're going to Water Gun. If it crits, we kill.
With our special, I doubt that. But
no, we would still have killed. Oh, I was going to go for a
second
scratch.
Water Gun is fine.
Yeah. You usually try to go for scratch here as it saves like 0.3 seconds, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's very minor. It's not a big deal that we didn't get it. Okay, save for the next spinner, because the next one is actually painful, especially with low special.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's stuck, but just to be safe, I think he's stuck.
I'm completely fine with him being stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck.
He's looking at the wall.
So spinners, which are trainers that randomly rotate, have a chance to get stuck for approximately 8 seconds, which is fantastic if you want to pass them, unless they're facing exactly where you need to go.
Then they're just annoying. And the old man blocking
Okay,
our way.
4 super potions. One escape rope. 3 repels. 3 antidotes.
Now let's visit the other old guy in this town. We are gonna...
No, I'm just setting that as a war point. So that if something really stupid were to happen and we were to die, we'd still be in Azalea.
Shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen Zubat Confusion hit yourself 3 times in a row before.
Why are you mentioning that one run of me? Where I was actually on a big PB pace and then, you know...
Yeah, I mean, these things happen. We might want to use a potion, though.
I think that's smart, yeah. Let's... a regular potion should be good.
Yeah. Equip Paracure while we're in the menu.
Could,
Go.
yeah.
We're in the menu now anyway. But yeah, I've seen that happen before. It's incredibly stupid, but at least if that happens, the worst thing that happens is we lose a little bit of time and we have to use a few extra X items.
Yeah. Where we would not have the money for, but, you know.
We could sell Mud Slap if need be.
Fair enough.
There are options.
We're just gonna scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, with good special you can opt to go for water gun as well.
I think we should have gone water gun here anyway. Okay, we still got him. And now we level up, so it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, worst comes to worst, I know where we can find a few items to buy more stuff, so...
Fair enough.
Shouldn't happen, though.
We should be good. Like, we could use a super potion if need be after this fight.
Yeah, I think we should, because Wrap and Poison are annoying.
Yeah, and after the fight with the next trainer, we can pick up another super potion for free, so, you know.
Yeah, basically, the money management in this run isn't really all that tight. Like, we have plenty of room for mishaps and errors, and...
It's just the happiness of your Pokemon that's...
Yeah, we don't want to have the Pokemon faint, because that loses us happiness, and that is annoying.
Yep.
But other than that, it generally isn't much of a...
and people may wonder why we're actually, you know,
water gun here.
Yeah. While we're talking to the trainers from the side instead of just going in front of them. And that's because you know, that alert you get for being right in front of the trainer is kind of slow.
Yeah, it actually is faster to take the 2 extra steps to talk to a trainer rather than have the exclamation mark alert pop up.
That's how slow that one is.
Yeah, I think it saves like close to half a second even to just do this.
Yep.
Which is quite a lot when you consider it all.
Well, there's Wrap. Luckily, Wrap is not as bad as Gen 2 as it was in Gen 1.
No, Gen 1 Wrap was very broken. Okay, second turn Wrap missed. That's really good. Didn't get the kill here, unfortunately. Okay, we didn't get poisoned, so we don't have to heal here. 26, and we're gonna get a level up after the rat, so we'll have 28 to work with, which is more than enough.
Let's pick up that super potion we just used. Just to be safe.
And here we go again.
This is one of the most annoying trainers in this game.
So this trainer has a rat, which is very easy. Again, dies with a critical instantly. But then it has 2 Zubats, and the Zubats themselves aren't much of an issue. They're both a 2-shot. But if the first one confuses you, you have to deal with that the entire remainder of the fight. Scratcher water gun doesn't matter on the rat, and Scratch is fewer frames.
Yeah. There we go. The level up.
We got +3 on HP, which is nice. We've got really high HP DVs, so Our HP is really, really good as well. Okay, so here he missed the supersonic, so it's not a big deal. Had he hit that, it could have been an issue.
Yep. Because confusion is awful.
If this one doesn't hurt us, we should go for the berry instead, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see, that would put us to 34. Yeah, we can do the berry.
Yeah, the coughing shouldn't be able to do 34 damage.
It need to crit, and it need to poison us turn 1, so... So, the reason I want to use the berry here is also because it kind of clears up my inventory a bit. Which just makes the menuing later on just that little bit more convenient for us.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna give about 19 items at some point. I believe we're 16.
13.
13. Yeah. A lot.
A lot, yeah. So yeah, this coughing, poison turn 1 is not the worst. There's a default heal after this fight. Poison does about 5 damage per turn. So we should be fine here. Yeah, we're fine here.
Unless he now manages to crit.
If he crits here, it'd be annoying. Yeah, okay, we live.
Easy.
Even if he would have crit, we still would have lived, I believe. So
even without the berry, we could have saved it.
Yeah, we would have. But at that point, a crit would have actually been dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
The problem with that fight is he has Smog, which deals 5 damage and can also poison you. If he does that turn 1 and gets both the 5 damage and the poison, it's a lot more damage that you're taking. Because then we would have effectively already taken 5 additional damage just because of that turn 1. Anyway, moving on, we're going to go into the second gym. And you can actually choose which order you want to fight these two Pokemon. With the berries, or if we had still had the bitter berry, I would have gone for the right trainer first.
Yep.
But since we don't have that, we're going to go for the left trainer first.
Scratching, yeah.
Yeah, Ladybug doesn't take enough damage from Water Gun. The reason we want to do that is because this one can drop my speed, which actually makes it significantly, or which actually wastes like a turn, or rather half a turn. But the Ladybug has the chance to confuse me, which is worse if that happens on turn 1 than the speed drop. Okay, so now we have to yeah, so here's the confusion. This is where things can get very annoying. Okay. Yeah, just try again.
There we go.
So yeah, that's not an ideal situation. We got through, but we took more damage than I would have liked.
We cannot take the left trainer, I think.
No, let's just go this.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the experience route works with the left trainer. And
fair enough.
We're not poisoned or anything, which means paralysis is still a thing.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So this is definitely safer, at least. There is a strat to take the left trainer in this gym, which is... Oh, nice crit. Which is a little bit faster, but it's also a little bit more risky. So especially, like, if you're poisoned, you have immunity against the paralysis, which helps a little bit. But if you're not poisoned, then you don't have that, and that can also really slow down the fight a lot, whereas this fight is pretty consistent. The worst thing that can happen is that it's a 4-turn fight with poison in the end, which still isn't that bad. It's still better than a paralyzed fight, pretty much.
Oh boy. Should be fine. Now we're not.
Let's go. That was risky, I know, but...
I need not...
We need to heal, still.
Oh, that's the thing. Else we will definitely lose this. Again, back. And it's only 12 HP that we need to heal, but we do need to heal that.
X attack turn 1?
Yes, X attack turn 1 and then rage, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah,
and this is where, you know, the true power of rage should be able to shine.
Yeah, so this is where you'll really get to see why rage is so powerful. We're gonna take a safe fight, which is a little bit slower, but it works out much better for a run like this. He's gonna do string shot. It failed even, which is actually convenient. And now we're gonna just rage. We want the Metapod to use tackle on us because this Metapod actually has tackle. So I believe the only...
He's not showing up, but...
No, I believe it's the only Metapod in all of the like first 4 gens or something that has tackle.
And of course, then he shows it and it misses.
There we go. So we need to take a little bit of damage to build that rage. We got 2 tackles off, which is decent. 3 would have been ideal, but we can work with this. So now we get to the Kakuna, and we just continue our rages. It has Poison Sting, which works well unless it poisons us. We still have 2 rages off, plus the X attack, so we've effectively got 2.5 times the regular damage, which should be enough to help us deal with the Scyther, especially since we're not poisoned and still very high in health.
Even though Fury Cutter, you know.
Fury Cutter is another attack that builds similar to Rage, which will do quite a bit of damage, but again, it shouldn't be enough here, and there we go, that's the kill on the Scyther. So that is all but 1 dangerous fight done, and we've got a very important strat on this next bit, in that we're going to go Evolve, and we need to absolutely not ever press B. If you press B, it's really, really bad, so...
To make this even harder,
he's gonna just leave his hands off the controller. I should too, technically, but...
You know, the chances of you pressing B is...
Yeah, considering that would also invalidate our 2P1C thingy a little bit, so...
So now we have Crocodile.
Yeah. Okay, so... Heal Fury Cutter over Leer.
Yeah.
Or Scratch, it doesn't really matter.
I was about to say, it doesn't even matter.
You can just teach it over Scratch, it's faster.
Yeah.
Let's do it as soon as we leave the gym.
So, we're actually getting, you know, to the final boss of the game. Oh, not that one.
So yeah, this next fight is pretty much the last, or it's the before last trainer fight of the game, but it's the last one that can actually kill us. It is...
I believe it's the last.
No, there is the one where we use the specials.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So there is technically one trainer fight after this.
This is the only one that can kill us.
Yeah. And this fight, you'll see, is stupid.
Yeah. This is in no way fair.
Hopefully you won't see, actually. But yeah, we're gonna start off with the Ghastly, which we're just gonna water gun. So here we go. It has Lick, which can paralyze us, which is annoying, but we have the Paracure, so it wouldn't even be that big a deal. Okay, now comes the actual major wall here, the Bayleaf.
I hope everyone Bayleaves in us.
That is such a bad pun.
Had to do it. Fox is not here to do it.
Reflect on turn 1. Reflect on turn 1 is the best thing you can see.
No crit.
So Razor Leaf has a 25% crit chance, which is part of why it becomes so dangerous, especially on low special, because a crit will basically instantly kill you. But we didn't die. Okay, now comes the last poke, the Zubat, which again, we're going to use Water Gun here.
That's crit, though.
That's a nice little critical. I do believe that saves a turn, actually.
Might actually save us.
With this low special, I believe it does.
With our special, definitely.
Okay, so we're going to repel through Ilex Forest, and then at the end, we're going to pick up a TM, which, just wait for my... yeah, you know where to repel it, right?
I generally do it at the start of the forest, but...
Okay, I have a better tile for you. I'll show you when. Here. So the reason we do it here is because that way the repel should run out the moment I have to use cut. Which means I can combine a couple of menus, which saves a couple of seconds. It's really, really minor. I believe it's like 3 seconds that you save with it, but It's mostly just kind of convenient, really. So yeah, we have to bring the Farfetch'd back to the charcoal guy, who's then going to give us cut in return, which we're going to teach to the Totodile. I imagine over Fury Cutter.
Yep.
Because we don't need Fury Cutter anymore.
The only attack we'd still need is Water Gun.
Yeah, and even that is optional.
So, yeah, we're almost at the end of the game.
Yeah, we got a little bit of glitching left to do. I mean, this has been a pretty glitchless
that's gonna be an interesting
run.
thing to do, though. There's a repel, we're off, and we're gonna go into the back.
Repel.
We use another repel.
And I can just use cut immediately. So yeah, this is what I meant with saving that menu.
Yeah, fair enough.
That works exactly at that tile, so we just line ourselves up like that, and then we go into this, use cut from the menu. This is just the optimal way to get all of that done, because now we can just do all three of those things at the same time.
Yep, instead of, you know, teaching cut, using cut, and having to repel again.
Okay, so now we're going to pick up TM12, which is Sweet Scent. Really
a godsend in randomizers.
A godsend in randomizers, absolutely.
Especially catch them all randomizers.
And we're going to make our way to the Goldenrod Mart, where we're going to pick up the next bit. Repel again. This is where we used our last repel in order to just make it to Goldenrod City. Carefully avoid all these trainers. We don't want to see those. And there we are.
Yay!
So now we're going to buy some X specials. And
Some.
yeah, some. Just a few, you know. So we're going to buy 6x speed. $7x special. And that's it. We do both speed and special because it just makes the... it speeds up the text during the fight a little bit, which makes it slightly faster on the next battle.
Yeah, because after a few X specials, you know, the game will tell you that your special won't rise anymore.
Yeah, and that's an extra text box.
Please be a good Kenya.
We're also going to pick up a Kenya here. Now, there is about a 1 in 3 chance that we get a bad Kenya, which can actually ruin quite a few things later on. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah. On the other hand, it might show a cool palette.
Yeah, that's true.
Or it may completely lock the game.
Super potion. Oh. Kind of may have needed to super potion. We're on like 20-something health.
That's the thing.
We can always do a super potion during the fight.
Yeah.
And these level 10 slowpokes don't deal too much damage. Let's just no, let's start with this. See how far we can get.
It's 2 damage every, you know.
Yeah, we do need to use one.
Unless he doesn't tackle. Do something else? Or miss.
Yeah, but he needs to miss quite a few, so...
About 2, I believe, but...
We'll see, we'll see. We're just gonna try it, especially since, you know, we gotta account for crits as well. Growl is good.
Keep growling.
Okay, so a crit is 3. Nice double crit.
Wow. This is a top tier slowpoke.
I think we should heal anyway.
Yeah.
Dying here is pretty bad, so...
Let's not.
Okay, so it's only on this last one that we're gonna get the text box that it won't rise anymore. Yeah, we would have needed to use it. Well, we would have lived on 1 HP. I think it's good that we didn't risk that.
Living on 1 HP.
Okay, and so this is the consequence of having really, really horribly bad special. This Slowpoke doesn't instantly die. Our water gun does 3 times the normal damage because of the X specials we used.
And still,
it's not enough.
On this one it is, though.
Yeah, so that extra 25 experience was just so that we could get this level up right here. That is literally all that was for. And now we're going to get the coin case in order to trigger a glitch in just a little bit. And then escape rope out of here.
Yep. For some reason, I always think of Gen 1 when using an escape rope, and then discovering that you're not sent back to the Pokémon Center, but rather to the door you've entered last. Which, for some reason, is a lot safer.
So we're going to go back to the mart, and we're going to get the move called Return, which will be on the 5th floor. That is the last thing that we're going to do, and then we're going to start setting up our glitch in order to wrong warp to red and instantly defeat him.
We are the perfect pair.
I think we have enough time.
Yeah, unless, none of our folks don't, work and we're in bad luck,
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to rename some of our boxes. And this is
going to be interesting.
Okay, so here's our box. And, boxes have names.
Change box 2.
Name. Okay, it's AAA. So, yeah, select, and that's one of those. That, and 9-5. Apostrophe V. Comma. Apostrophe V. 2 of those. 2.
Okay.
7, 2, apostrophe L. Let's see, apostrophe V. Sign, so that's that one. That one. Comma. Oh, comma. Bit too excited there. 2, and then a small p. That's it. Box 5. We're going to do this all the way to box 8, by the way. This one. Nil sign. 2 apostrophe V. 9 E 2 2.
This is already a hard thing to do when you're controlling the whole game by yourself.
Yeah,
so.
Having to do this and communicate that with each other is pretty difficult. 2 4 T L. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, apostrophe V, and then 3 times the E. 4 small p, apostrophe L, apostrophe E. And there's the last box. Now this one you can actually do shorter, but we're gonna do it slightly longer in order to have the credits play as they're intended, rather than have them start glitching out on us. Apostrophe E, capital Z, where is it? The cross, and then apostrophe D. Okay. I believe that's good. So we're gonna teach return to Wooper.
Not on the tile before the PC?
Sorry?
Don't you move to the tile before the PC
Oh,
first?
yeah.
And you know, you have one menu.
So return to Wooper. Don't overmash this. We're gonna give Sweet Scent to Wooper. Gonna swap Wooper and Kenya. Wooper's return with Water Gun. A.
There we go.
And that's safe. Okay, get ready on time, by the way, because it's coming close, most likely.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Okay, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the decks. We're gonna scroll all the way to the Bellsprout. Where is it? There we go. And that's it. We're gonna use the coin case. Use. Okay. Go out of the menu. Okay, get ready.
Oh boy. Up.
Okay. And time.
Well done.
Well done. 56.
And we did estimate.
We made it.
Wow.
That was interesting.
That was definitely an interesting take on this run.
So yeah, that is Pokemon Gold any % no Bat Clone. There is a faster way to beat the game using the Bat Clone.
Yeah.
But it's stupid and it's only like 10 minutes. It's really boring.
Honestly, it's not even fun.
No, it's really not a fun one.
It's not fun to watch, but it's cool that it's possible.
Yeah, so if you liked the 2-player 1 controller action, there will be more of that today with Link to the Past.
And I'll be back for that as well as said host.
Yeah, and before then, I mean, we've got some Rayman coming up, and I think this is the first time we're going to see all Teensies at a BSG.
Yeah.
We've seen him done any % so many times now.
We've also seen any % glitchless by his buddy Whizboy.
Yeah, but we've not yet seen all Teensies, so I think that's going to be a very interesting run, so stay tuned.
Speaking of
for
which,
Nandi.
where is he?
Yeah, that is a good question. Where is our crazy little guy?
I do see his
You can
commentator.
barely see him. Like he's like right behind us. I see him.
Okay, so he's somewhere around. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. Enjoy the rest of the event. I'll be back after all Teensies with first Link to the Past and then Breath of the Wild. Gonna be a lot of fun.
Good luck on
Xita,
those.
thank you for having me still join after my dumb actions earlier.
That's no problem. That was a lot of fun to do. So
Yeah, thanks guys for watching, and
we'll see you guys
give
around.
it over to our host Frosty.